What up? What up? What up, though? It's your boy Calvin Man 17, man. We're gonna talk a little bit today about the draft picks, Melo on the move, LeBron on the move, Wade on the move, and some other free agents that I feel like I want to talk about. But first, we're gonna get to Melo, man. I hear everybody saying that, oh, Melo's going to Lakers, he's going to the Sixers, he's going to Miami. But to me, the best idea for Melo, or what I think Melo gonna do, is two options for Melo. Either he want money or he want to win. Melo is not a good defensive player. He probably could be, but I think he like to focus all his attention on offense. So the best scenario for Melo probably would be the Bulls. If you look at the Bulls roster, what they can build around him, if they amnesty Carlos Boozer out of there, plug in Melo, I think that'd be one of the best rosters in the NBA. You can actually consider that one of the Bulls' old roster when Jordan was there, because you got D Rose and you got Carmelo Anthony. That's a possible Scottie Pippen, Jordan. Not comparing them to Jordan and Scottie Pippen, but that's a possible matchup. When Jordan always had a shooter like Kirk Heinrich, they got Jimmy Butler, defensive-minded dude. Lou Alding is gone now, but we'll take him out of scenario. The rosters aren't updated, but imagine if Melo on that team, excluding Carlos Boozer, Lou Alding. That's the perfect scenario for him, I see. And then they just pick up the guy. They just drafted. Was it McBuckets? We call him McBuckets. So I think he can plug in really good. And they got Jimmy Fredette also on this roster. So I think with all those shooters around him, this is the best scenario. They're already defensive-minded, especially with Noah in the middle. That would take some of the pressure off Derek Fisher. Not Derek Fisher, my bad. Derrick Rose. So if you look at it, this is the best scenario. But if he want money, then you know he's going to go back to the Knicks, because the Knicks is the only team that can offer him the max contract in this game. But they got rid of Tyson Chandler and Raymond Felton. But they brought in a good point guard, Jose Calderon, and then they brought in Salim Dallenberg, I think that's his name. But I don't think if he want to win, I mean, if he all about money, you will know, because he'll pick this team. He'll pick this team first. But I think Melo in a phase where he might want to win. I mean, he might want to win more, so I think the best option is the Bulls. I don't see him really going to the Rockets, because if you look at the Rockets roster, go to the Rocket roster. If you look at the Rocket roster, some of these guys ain't here, some of them not. I think, well, he's already gone. I think he's on the Pelicans, and I think Jeremy Lin is going to be traded. So, but if you look at their roster, the guys that got, Dwight Howard complained a little bit last year about not getting the ball enough. But if you look on their team, they really have no scores. So I don't know why he was complaining about not getting the ball when the only really threat, you got Chandler Parsons, but real threat is James Harden. And he was complaining about getting the ball. Now imagine putting Melo in that picture. If you put Melo in that picture with James Harden, Dwight Howard, who want a lot of touches, I don't see it working out. I don't see this team as being defensive. Even though they got the best defensive player or center in the game, I don't see this team producing on defense. They'll be able to score, but then they'll get in a tic-tac with who wants the ball at the end, who taking them out of shots. I don't think it'd be a perfect fit for that team. So the best scenario for Melo, it'd be the Bulls. I don't see him going to the Lakers. The Lakers roster ain't built up enough unless he just want to start over. The Lakers are in a rebuilding stage. We lost Jody Meeks. I think only people we got signed is Nash, Robert Sacre, and I think it was Kobe. Everybody else I think is up in the air. But I don't see him coming to this team. There's no way possible I can see Melo coming here, even though a lot of people speculating that he might try to go to the Lakers. Supposed to meet with the Lakers on Thursday. I don't see it happening. Miami is another scenario I don't think won't happen, for the simple fact I heard Bosh now is asking for $90 million to stay, 4 years, $90 million. And you also got LeBron, who's wanting the max contract, which I think he deserved, for the simple fact, when everybody think about it, LeBron was taking a pay cut for his whole entire career. He was on the Cavaliers on a rookie contract. He left the Cavaliers, so he couldn't get a max contract. No matter if Miami would have paid him, he only could have get $90 million. I think his max was like 118. So he would take a significant pay cut. He even took less than what he should have, so he can play with the big three. So if you look at that roster, I don't see that working out with Melo. I don't think Melo is going to he's going to get $8 million a year to play. I think Melo want to be more in the $16 million a year figure, or 20-something million, to tell you the truth. That's what he can get at New York, $20 million a year. So I don't see this working out. I see this team coming back. I do not see LeBron leaving at all. A lot of people speculate, but I don't see LeBron leaving for the simple fact he's not going to visit any teams. A person who wants to be persuaded by other teams, it'll be doing like Carmelo. I actually think Carmelo know where he wants already. I think it's out of two choices. Melo know it's the Bulls or it's the Knicks. He know for sure it's either those. Either he want to win or he want money, and he can get the max salary at the Knicks. So I don't see him coming here, but you got Wade, who's a free agent. I mean, well, he opt out. LeBron opt out, and Bosh opt out. Bosh asking for a little bit too much money, but I think he'll change his mind at the end once LeBron signed back. I don't think LeBron going nowhere, and I don't think Wade going nowhere because this is the team he started with. I think he want to finish his career where he won his first couple championships. I never see Wade leaving his team. I think he'll retire before he ever leave. So they lost a lot of players, so they got to reconstruct this lineup. The only person they got signed is Norris Cole and Shabazz Napier. Shane Battier gone. Shane Battier, whatever his name is gone. Ray Allen is a free agent. I don't know if he's coming back. So, and you got, I mean, they had a pretty good squad, and Chris Anderson left. So, and you know, Greg Odom, Bum Odom. I don't know what he's gonna do, but Mario Chalmers was too inconsistent. So I think they're gonna try to. I think they might keep him for this year, unless they can find a trading partner for him. But other than that, the Heat got some major rebuilding to do. Far as bench players are coming off the bench, because their production off the bench was in the playoffs or during that Spurs series is what caused them that series, because LeBron had to always be on the floor. So I don't see LeBron going nowhere. If he does, he got more options than everybody. I think every single team in the league probably a clear amnesty of a good person off their team to do it. Then you also got Paul Gasol talking with Pat Riley now, so that'd be a good lineup for them. They just need to go out and get a center, which I don't seem like they're really looking for a center, because Paul Gasol is more of a power forward. So I don't see that. I think they need to go after a big man. I don't know who, but they need to go after a big man. But yeah, I think this team is going to be, I think this three is just going to stay there. It's just going to be the role players around them that's going to look significantly different. So let's go check out the Lakers. The Lakers are my team. So as you can look, the Lakers has, you don't even recognize some of these players on their team. So, because they was in a major rebuilding stage last year. And I don't know what happened to Chris Kaman. I remember he was on the Clippers. He was productive, but I don't know what D'Antonio was doing, or if he was bad in practice or what, but he should have been getting more playing time last year. But we still got Kobe on the roster. That's why I don't see Melo coming here. It's a lose-lose for Melo. I think him and Kobe can play together, but I don't think it's enough players around them to do it. Him and Kobe are scorers. Kobe play a little defense, but you have no defensive mind people around those two to get them amped up to play defense. You need that around them. Andrew Bynum might make a comeback and go to the team. Other than that, that's it. But we also drafted Julius Randle, which I don't know how good Julius Randle's going to be, but he might turn out to be pretty good. Hopefully, to me, body-wise, he looked like another Anthony Bennett. I'm hoping he don't be a bust like Anthony Bennett. I see more potential in him, but I think he should have stayed one more year. Excuse me. I think he should have stayed one more year to get his feet wet a little bit more. But hopefully he comes out and produce, man, especially if we lose Paul Gasol. He can go ahead and jump in the starting lineup. But hopefully whoever the coach is for the Lakers, man, they just take their time with him, because Anthony Bennett got done kind of wrong. Instead of them sending him to the D-League to play a lot of games, they left him on the bench. They sent him to the D-League for like 3-4 games last year, I think. So the Lakers got some major rebuilding to do. And we got Kevin Love. See, I got a feeling the Lakers will end up getting Kevin Love, but not until 2015. Because I don't think they're going to be willing to give up Kevin Love. I don't think Minnesota are going to be willing to give up Kevin Love. I think they'd rather try to court him and keep him than to trade him, because I think they think like if they keep him, they can make him sign over. But I think he really want to go back to L.A. because he went to UCLA. I think he's from California also. So I think Lakers would end up getting him, but it would be 2015. Even if he's traded, I don't think he'll sign a deal. Like the Kings want Kevin Love to come there, and they don't even care if he don't sign a contract if he play 1 year and then go, because he's a free agent in 2015. But I don't see Kevin Love staying on this team past 2015 season. There's no way possible. Their lineup don't make sense to me. I mean, this guy right here came a long way last. I think his name Pekovic nailed it. But I don't really see this team doing much. But so I think Kevin Love probably transition to the West Coast. He'll transition probably one of the LA teams. He probably possible go to Sacramento because they're willing to give up way more. Golden State Warriors was giving up a lot of people, but Klay Thompson kind of ended that deal because Steve Kerr didn't want to give up. That was the best, was a good scenario for them. But Golden State also losing also. They went out and got Sean Livingston. I don't know why when they got a bunch of young guards on their team. They went out and got Sean Livingston. If you plan on keeping Harrison Barnes, giving him playing times, or Klay Thompson, all these guys happy, there's no way possible they can keep these guys and keep Sean Livingston. So I think it'd be possible if they do trade for Kevin Love. Kevin Love would probably go here because they got more to offer, because they would have to package because they got too many players. They signed Sean Livingston for like 3 years, $19 million. So I can see that package. They got more to offer than I think anybody in the league. So they're not even rebuilding, which I don't know why they would let Mark Jackson go after that season, but to each his own. But they looking pretty good for the future. You also got the Wizards out there. The Wizards probably, I give them a couple more years. Their team probably is going to be one of the best in the NBA. I think they're another Seattle Supersonics. Remember when Kevin Durant first came into the league and they were real young? I think their team is built like that right now. So a couple more years, a couple more draft picks, I think Wizards will be at the top of the Eastern Conference, to tell you the truth. So let's check out, and I want to talk about the Oklahoma Thunder, man. The best scenario, a lot of people was like, nah, I was talking about it in my stream, for Westbrook is to leave. Only reason why I want Westbrook to leave, I'm a huge Kevin Durant fan, but I'm a Kobe fan first, remember that. I'm a huge Kevin Durant fan, but I think Westbrook is the same superstar as Kevin Durant, but probably even more if you look at it. Westbrook plays defense, he can shoot threes, he's athletic, he can do pretty much anything. Kevin Durant he's a scorer. I don't know how good of a defensive mindset he is, because he got Serge Ibaka helping out, so I don't know how that defensive team is being. But I think if Westbrook go to Boston, get his own team, it'll be good. Send Rondo to the Thunders, and if you look at that roster, if they get Rondo, and I think they'll need because you got you got Adams. I think if you get, you got Steven Adams. I think if you get rid of Perkins and just start Steven Adams and get another big man to back him up, I believe this team probably would have go to the finals this year if they would have had that team. But I think Russell Westbrook need his own team, and I see him. That would be the smart trade for the GM to make, because Russell Westbrook shouldn't be taking heat from taking more shots than Durant, when I think he's the same caliber as Durant. So I think that Rondo move to Oklahoma Thunder would be the best fit for both teams, because Rondo is a pass-first type point guard. Westbrook is a shoot-first type point guard. And I think this team fits him more, even though they probably need more people around them, even though they went and got Marcus Smart in the draft. But that's why I think they're going to get rid of Rajon Rondo, and they signed Avery Bradley. So that's probably going to happen. But like I said, the best scenarios to me are Melo going to the Bulls, LeBron, Wade, and Chris Bosh staying with the Heat. Lakers need to rebuild. Oklahoma Thunder need to make a trade for Westbrook. They need to get Rondo. I think they need to try to make that move. I don't know, are they thinking it or what, but to me, that would be the best move for that team to make, man. Cavaliers coming up real strong. I think Andrew Wiggins is going to be a dominant player, man. I don't think he's the best that was in the draft, but I think he would deserve to be number one. I don't think he's the best in the draft, but he deserved to go number one, if that makes some sense. Because potential-wise, I think he's better than all of them. But as far as right now, NBA ready, I think it was probably the dude early, and I think he got drafted so late. I don't know how. But a lot of teams got some rebuilding. The Clippers, I think, will stay the same. They just lost Darren Collison, but I think they'll stay the same. Memphis is always going to be in the playoffs. Atlanta Hawks rebuilding right now, so I don't know about them. But yeah, I just wanted to make a video, man, to let y'all know my thoughts on the NBA draft, on the possible movements, man. But I don't think it's going to be any big steals in the offseason. I think Carmelo got two choices, man. If you really watch basketball, you know, or if you really watch Carmelo Anthony or anything, you know it's either money or it's either win. And I think the best fit for him is Chicago. I think Chicago is probably the front runner. Even though he went to Rockets, I don't see that happening, for the simple fact that Carmelo still wants an MVP. I think he still wants a league MVP. He still want to be the league top scorer. He want to still accomplish a lot of stuff in his career that he haven't accomplished yet. So I see that going on for a while. I don't think he's going to sign to probably August. I think he's going to push it out. He probably signed late June, but I don't see it happen right now. He probably loved the coverage. So, but yeah, that's my thoughts on the On the movements around the NBA, man, I don't think it's gonna be nothing significant, man. Same teams probably be on top this year. Oh, I forgot about Lance Stevenson. I think Lance Stevenson should get more than 44 million. Simple fact, they gave C.J. Miles. Now, I would probably leave if I was Lance Stevenson. You in the middle of bargaining with Lance Stevenson, saying, okay, y'all don't got enough cap to go around, but you just gave C.J. Miles 3 years, 19 million. I think they should have waited till they complete the Lance Stevenson deal, then gave him a deal. It would make more sense to me, but hey, I'm not a GM. I'm not an NBA analyst. I just want to give y'all my insight of how I think the draft gonna go. I mean, not the draft, how I think the league is gonna go this summer. But man, this your boy Calvin Man 17. Make sure if you like the video, hit the like button. Make sure you hit that sub button if you're new to my channel. I'll be dropping another video probably tomorrow. Appreciate y'all staying to the end of this video. I'm out, man.